Hey guys, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Let me just turn down the ringtone here. Okay. Happy Friday. Welcome back to me. Maybe you've still been taking these classes, which is my hope. So thanks for your patience. Those of you who are seeing this on Facebook, my son has been here and has been needing my attention in the mornings. So we took a couple days off. So we are back. I am back. You are back. Welcome back. And I'm doing a Friday functional flow for you today because in my, how many years now of yoga? 25? I don't know. There has been so much of one yoga that I loved and adored and got so much out of. And then I did probably 12, 15 years, 5 years of another one, 5 years of another one. And I love so much. I've had every single injury you can imagine. And I love so much changing it up and learning more about the practice and learning more about my body. And I tell my students all the time that my hope is that you will understand your body so much, so intuitively, that you no longer need my help. And of course, I am still a lifelong learner and I'm still a lifelong student, and I find new teachers constantly and also am loyal to my old teachers. But I love the practice of constantly getting to know your body better, understanding new movements so that you can find safety and also bliss in your own practice, okay? So we're going to do some of my favorite flows today, but also some things that have been helping me with injuries in my body. So what we're diffusing today is bergamot and pink pepper. So I'm on a big pink pepper kick. I love this blend. Citrus, bergamot is a citrusy, and it's almost like, it's hard to explain. It's like the combination of a citrus and a lime, like an orange and a lime or something like that. But it's also kind of lemony. It's like a combo of all of them. And the color is a yellow fruit, but not quite as yellow as a lemon. And so that's a delicious oil, and I mixed it with pink pepper. And so it's really a combination for kind of getting rid of the self-defeating or self-limiting beliefs that you might have. Good morning, Jonna. So that's, and this is actually for both of them, right? So they're a little bit different in terms of that emotional energy, but I find that when I combine the two of them, it really helps for that. So invitation for pink pepper and bergamot in your diffuser today, and I will put that link up for you. So go ahead and get comfy. I am going to use a chair just for a moment for our feet. If you don't have a chair, you can use a block. We're just going to like put our feet on it. If you don't have any of that, it's okay. You can just do it on the ground. This is my harmonium. Maybe you have some kind of random box around that you can, or not box, but sturdy thing, structure that you can use, okay? And that's probably it. But again, just have your props handy. So go ahead and come to your comfy seat. And we'll just take a moment to center, right? Go ahead and find your space in the room, right? And so today, I want you to, at first, we'll just use the senses. At first, I want you to just notice the feeling of where you are in space. So maybe you are on a block. Maybe you are on a chair. And I want you to feel the sits bones or those knobby bones in your butt, rooting down onto your seat, onto the block, onto your ankles, onto your heels, whatever it is. I want you to feel that. I want you to feel the status of the back today, the body, the way the shoulders hang off the back and the arms hang out of the shoulder sockets. I want you to feel all this. Feel the state of your neck. Feel, even though the sit bone is rooting, feel the top of the head lifting. I want you to try to now shut off what you feel and instead just open your ears. What do you hear around you? I hear the heater and birds chirping in my diffuser. So notice the big things that you hear. And then notice more subtle things. What do you hear in the distance? Maybe you hear something from you, bodily functions. Do you actually hear your own thoughts more? What do you hear? And then shut off your ears. And I actually want you to notice through closed eyelids the light that is in your eyes. So I actually see through closed eyelids the remnants of the light that I was looking at before I closed my eyes. I can actually still see that. I can see branches because all around me are windows, so I can see all the trees. And so notice what you can see through closed eyelids or through the imagery that you just saw. And later, when you open your eyes, there's actually a beautiful practice where you do this and you look around the room and just see what's in the room. And stay here for a moment as you kind of shut off that aspect and just feel everything. Notice everything. Notice that there are things going on all around us throughout our day, even though we are so consumed by our own thoughts, by our own to-do lists. There are so many things just happening, functioning around us that we can have gratitude for, right? That are working, that are functioning separate from us, but that are helping us move through life. And so go ahead and take a deep breath into the belly. Feel the belly filling up. Bring it into the side ribs, into the chest, into the shoulders, into the face. And then as you exhale, bring your hands together at the heart. And we'll sound one sound together. So if you can sound this, express this voice in your home, please do it with me. If not, just listen. Join in later. Inhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, I just want you to drop the chin toward the chest a tiny bit, like wherever you feel that edge, wherever you feel a little tiny pulling on the back of the neck, and let the hands come down into the lap. And then as you inhale, we're going to bring our chin back up to neutral, okay? And then as you exhale, we are going to continue with this neck roll. So we are going to come back, but I want you to do it in a specific way. So you're going to drop the chin down toward the chest and just kind of look towards the left, and then start to tilt the ear toward the shoulder so you open that side. And then you're going to exhale, tilt the neck back, roll it back, tilt it to the right side. Feel that side stretch first. Now rotate it down like you're kind of looking towards the ground, and then come back to center. We're going to do that again, but the opposite way. So you're going to tilt it. You're going to kind of just like draw the chin down, but you're going to turn towards the right a little bit. Now tilt it so that the right ear is coming to the shoulder. Open that left side. Bring the head back. Roll it back. Good. Tilt it to the left side, right? And then feel that side stretch. Now turn the face down a little, but it's still at a tilt at an angle. And then bring it back to center. We're going to do that one more time, okay? So you're going to kind of gaze towards the left, but don't tilt your head. And then now tilt your head. The ear comes to the shoulder. Bring your head all the way back. Roll it back. As you bring it to the side, feel that side stretch on your neck. Exhale, look down, but the head is still to the right side. And then bring it to the center. We're going to do that backwards now. Look to the side. Now you're going to open the side neck on the left side, so ear to shoulder on the right side. Bring the head all the way back. Roll it back. Good. Feel the side stretch on that right side. Now look down, but we're still looking towards the left, and then bring it back to neutral. Go ahead and lift the chin here. Lift the gaze. Awesome. And as you exhale, place that left hand down on the ground and start to just shoulder roll a little tiny bit. So I'm on the block still. You don't have to be. You can come into seated. You can come into hero. Okay? So from here, just rolling that shoulder back. You can roll it forward a few times. Okay? We're going to roll it back one more time before we start our movement. Roll it back. 3, 2. And as you exhale and place that left hand down, bring the right hand away from you, stretch it out, start to wiggle the fingers. The head comes forward, like the chin tucks a little, but now we're on our side, and the head comes back. Inhale, exhale, forward. Inhale, reach it out. Good. Exhale, forward. Push off the hand. Let it come back to neutral. You can come into neutral just to feel that difference. And as you exhale, bring that right hand down, and then start to open that left shoulder. So the right hand is down. We're going to kind of roll the shoulder back. Start to feel some openness in that neck and that shoulder. Good. And then you can bring it forward a few times. Good. And then back 3, and 2, and 1. Exhale. Go ahead and drop that right hand down. Okay, open up. Hi, someone just said hi. I can't see who it is. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Oops, sorry, I got distracted. So go ahead and reach the left fingers away. Good. Left fingers away. Reach away. So the shoulder stays in line with the hands, right? With the arms and with the neck. Just reach, wiggle the fingers away. We're going to do that over the head thing in a second. That's why I anticipated. Good. So you just keep breathing. 3 and 2. Go ahead, push off the hands. Come into neutral. Feel that difference. Like, hello, good morning, happy Friday. You can come back to that first side. Place the left hand down. Start to roll the shoulder back. Open up to the ceiling. Just see how that feels with your arms reaching, pushing off through that left hand, reaching through the right. And then exhale over. Now you can feel that right hip stay down. Okay, open up to the side. Let that shoulder stay in the back body for 3. And 2. Good. Root down. Lift all the way up. Feel in the moment. Feel in the middle. And then exhale. Open up. So you don't go into this like intense stretch, right? You just keep that left hip down, reach over, root down, and start to open. And I missed, of course, the first part. I like to root and open. So if you want to come back and do that with me, root down, feel the openness. And then it's a nice release when you move all the way over. Good. 3 more here. And 2. Good. Root down. Lift all the way up. Inhale. Okay, you can even stretch the palms up, clasp them, and stretch them up. Inhale, tiny little back bend, only if that serves you. And then exhale right down through heart center. Go ahead, pour over your knees or just come to the side. Okay. We are going to come down to the back just for uno momento because I wanted to use the chair or block again if you're just coming on. If you have anything like a chair or block, you can use it. Otherwise, you don't need it. We can just use the floor. I'll show you in a second. I just want you to roll down for a moment. Bring the feet to the mat. Bring the hands behind you. Inhale. Good. And as you exhale, bring those elbows into cactus. Separate the feet, okay? And then start to windshield wipe the knees back and forth. And as you let the knees flop over to the right, if you have the ability to hold onto your mat and pull onto your mat to encourage the shoulders to go flat, great. If you can feel that nice stretch in the front of the left thigh, amazing. If you need something more this morning, go ahead and place the right heel on top of the knee. Okay, release everything down. Notice where there's tension. We're breathing here for 3. And 2. Good. Release that heel from the knee. Lift it back up using the core, front and back. Feel the difference, and you can wiggle side to side. Okay. Inhale over to the left side. If you have the ability to kind of pull your mat with your palms facing up, fingers on top, go for it. Start to feel the right knee reaching away. You can feel the stretch on the top of the thigh, perhaps. And then the heel places itself on top of the knee. Only if you can, only if you have that range of motion, if it feels good, if it feels like you're benefiting from it. Two more. Good, release this. Use the core, front and back, bring it up. Feel that difference side to side. You can place the knees together here to start to feel the sacrum open up. That's that triangular bone in the back. So we're trying to open the spaces around that. So good. And then from here, coming into your bridge setup. So I have the chair close by, and it's straight out from like my knees, okay? And, well, kind of, my knees are a little higher. But what we're going to do is set ourselves up for a bridge. So you're going to open the hands, place the backs of the arms down so it's nice and firm so you can feel supported here. You might just stay here. You might place the hands down, okay? And so for people who don't have any props, you're just going to find some stability with your knees right over your ankles, and you're just going to come up and do these bridge pulses, okay? So you can do this about 10 times. You can try it, some of you, with one foot up if you need a modification, and then 5 with the other foot up. Or you can place the hands down and start to do bridge lifts here. Okay, so maybe you've done 10 already, I don't know. I've done about 5 here. Okay, so stable in the hands, looking up. 3 and 2. Exhale, release. Go ahead, release that. Full body stretch. If that feels good, reach through the heels, reach through the arms, steeple in the hands. Beautiful. Inhale. And then exhale, release. Go ahead one more time just to release the hips. those windshield wipers back and forth. Good. And then exhale, come over to one side, roll over to one side. If you really want to do the spinal rolls all the way up, you may. Okay. And then from here, coming into your tabletop. Okay. Actually, I don't think I need this again. So I'm going to push that away. So here, we're just opening the spine a little bit this morning. Okay, so again, letting the hands come down like they're in down dog hands. Okay, letting the hands come down like they're in down dog hands, so you have that stability here. And again, for myself, who's had some shoulder injuries, I like to turn, externally rotate my hands just a little bit and spread the fingers nice and wide. Okay, so wiggling here. Now from here, as you find the wrist right under the elbows, keep pushing into the finger pads, keep pushing into the knuckles. And then start to reach the sit bones away in each direction. So the sit bones are spreading out. The low back is spreading out. Good. Inhale and exhale. Feel that belly nice and firm. And as you inhale, drop the belly, lift through the sternum. As you exhale, drop the head completely. Arch the spine to your liking. Good. And then inhale, drop the belly again. Lift the heart. Okay, stretch it out. Exhale. Release the head completely. Find your version of the arch. Keep doing this here. Cats and cows. Inhale through the sternum. Exhale. Arch the spine. Drop the head completely. Good. 3 more. Awesome. Keep going. And 2. Good. And 1. From here, we're going to tuck the toes, lift up and back to downward facing dog. So go ahead and walk it out. Walk out those feet. Start to stretch in the legs, full body stretch in the spine. You can, of course, come onto the balls of your feet. And just walk it out there. Walk it out there. Little dog walking. Good. From here, find some stillness. Reach through the fingertips. Let the head fall in between the arms. Like the ears are just knocking on either side of the arms. Really stretch through the fingertips. Bend the knees if you like. Stretch those hips way back. Right? Again, sit bones out and wide to the sides. Good. If you need a break, come down to hands and knees. If you can stay here, plant that right foot. Inhale, bend the left knee. Open and stack. Right? To open the hip out. Find some here. And then you can make this dynamic. Just going to turn this down a little. Make this dynamic by bringing the knee back down. As you open up the hip, bring it back down. You can do this on your knees as well. Inhale, open the hip, bring it back down. Inhale, open, bring it back down. Go ahead and either step that foot all the way through to your warrior, or you're going to drop the knees, bring that left foot out, and then exhale, bend the back, toes, lift, plant the foot. We're in our warrior now, okay? So from here, opening out into our warrior. We're going to come back to this a few times today. Reaching out through the hands. Inhale, open, lengthen everything, stretch it all out. Exhale, right down through our warrior. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. A few more times. Okay, just get that blood moving, get it warmed up, get the oxygen flowing. Good, inhale. Exhale. Stay in your warrior here. We're going to create some fire. We're going to create some fire in our arms. Strengthen our arms. Release down. Right? Squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Reach through the fingertips. Beautiful. 3 and 2. Good. As you inhale, flip that front palm. Reverse your warrior. Come to humble. If this feels good, you can stay. If you'd like to bend that top elbow, go for it. And just open up that side body on the left side. Good, and 2. Good. As you inhale, come back to warrior. Go ahead. You can windmill all the way back down. I'm just going to flip and then release the knees. Okay? From here, you're going to exhale. Some of you landed in plank, sorry. We're going to exhale, plank or knee down plank. Squeeze the elbows in. Exhale, lower down. Okay? From here, it's a tiny little cobra. Okay? So untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart, squeeze the elbows in, and lift. We're going to hold it for 3. And 2. Inhale. And as you exhale, lower down. I'm just going to push back for a moment. And turn the music down again. I don't know if you can hear it, but hopefully it's not too loud. And then from here, we're actually going to bring our hands down, okay? We're going to bring our hands down, and then keep the head down. But we're also going to lift it off the floor about 5 inches, okay? So we're actually coming into a cobra. Keep your hands down for now. What we're going to do is lift the hands up, okay? Reach them all the way forward. Your head is totally staying straight. You're going to inhale back, squeeze the elbows in, keep flexing the wrist, and then bring them all the way back. Release them like you're high-fiving the ceiling. Inhale, keep squeezing the elbows, bring them back, stretch them all the way forward. Keep the head there the whole time. We're just doing 2 more. Inhale back, stretch them all the way back, elbows stay in. Okay, flex the wrists, reach them forward. Last one, we're going to bring it through, stretch it all the way back. Inhale it forward, stretch it all the way forward. Exhale, release your hands into cobra. If it feels good, you can lift up into a high cobra or even an up dog here. And then release the shoulders down the back, okay? So find some release there. See if this feels good in your back. If not, you're pretty low still. Good. Exhale, release the head down and just start to wiggle out the hips. Good. From here, you can start to lift into your downward facing dog again. Okay, so we can do the hip open on that second side. And then tuck the toes, lift open that, from your down dog, you're going to bend the right knee. Inhale, open the hip. You can stay there or make it a little more flowy. So drop the hip back down, open the hip, stack the hip. Exhale, knee to knee. Okay, just stay here to the hip. You can do this on a drop left knee also. Okay, from here, you're going to step it all the way through into warrior, or if you need to modify, drop down to the knees. Go ahead, step it through, tuck the back toe. Now you're in your warrior. Okay, from here, inhale, open up, straighten. The hands can come up. Exhale down, warrior. Let me see, yeah. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Okay, a few times here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times and then we'll hold it. Good. Hold it here. Find your warrior. Right? So the hips are open. The knees tracking over the pinky toe. Reaching the shoulder blades together, but fingers out. 3. Find the strength. Right? Embrace the work that it takes. We do our practice and all is coming, says Patabi Joyce. Inhale, open that front palm. Release the back. Open into your humble warrior. And if you need to, if you'd like to, just bend that top elbow and just simply grab the right hand with the left. Open up that right side body. 2. Good. Inhale, open out. You can windmill all the way down. I'm just going to hop up on the foot, on the toes, and let it come down. And then you're going to come back into your plank or your knee down plank. Okay? And exhale, lower down one more time. You're going to inhale into a tiny little cobra. Okay, so toes stay untucked. Lift through the belly. Lift through the heart. 3, and 2. As you exhale, lower down the head. We're going to do that same thing. Remember, it's just 3 times. I'll walk you through it. You're going to lift up the hands and lift up the head. You're not looking forward. You're looking down still. But we are going to stay in that cobra. You're going to inhale forward. Okay, all the way. And as you exhale, you're going to bring it back towards you. Squeeze the elbows in. Keep the hands lifted. Exhale, push it back, palms up. Inhale, bring it all the way forward. Exhale back. Elbows in. Exhale, the hands up. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Elbows in. Hands up. Flex the hands, the wrists. And then bring it all the way back. Okay, stretch it out. And we're going to bring it back to center, back to neutral. Lift into your tall cobra or up dog or low cobra is fine. Okay? Good, and 3. And 2. Awesome. Exhale all the way down. You're going to lift up and back to downward facing dog, or you can take a child's pose here, or you can take a puppy and just reach forward on your mat. Keep the hips nice and high. Roll the head back and forth. If you're in puppy, if you're in down dog, just stay and enjoy the down dog. And then from here, if you're in puppy and you'd like to drop the elbows close to the head and bring the hands above you in prayer to really stretch the underside of those arms, go for it. 3 more here. And 2. Exhale all the way down. Plant the hands. Go ahead, lift all the way up. You can come back to down dog if you want and start to hop or jump, walk all the way forward. Or if you're on your hands and knees, you can just stay here. Come on up to hands to hips. Roll one foot forward and the other foot forward. Good. So from here at the top of your mat, shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out, sugary. Okay? From here at the top of your mat, just finding your mountain. Okay? So reaching down through the feet, through the balls of the feet, through the ankles, rooting down, and just allowing this pose to bring you into your natural S curve. Okay? So rooting down, like I said, through the balls of the feet, through the heel, lifting up through the belly, through the arch of the foot, okay, and lifting that integrity all the way up through the legs, which then brings you to the function of the belly, lifting, right, still finding that little S curve in the back, feeling the ribs pull in a little bit, feeling the heart lift, relaxing the shoulders, find that beautiful mountain, root down, and then lift all the way up. Exhale right down through the heart. Good. Root down, lift all the way again. And exhale all the way down through the heart. Good. So it's from this point that I want to do a few movements with you. So we're just going to do some shoulder health today. Okay. And some spine stuff that I like to do in the mornings. So you're going to bring your hands kind of out. And you'll notice I say this sometimes in mountain pose, I'll say, bring the shoulders back into the socket. So you've heard me talk in a previous class about how all the joints need to run through their full range of motion to be healthy, right? So we're just going to do a little bit of that today. So you're going to kind of take your shoulders up. It's okay if they're not like super skinny in toward. You're going to take your shoulders up and kind of pull them out of the socket and then bring them back in. And then your shoulder blades down the back, you're going to bring them down. And then we're going to curl them back up. Pull the shoulders out. And then back in. Okay? So kind of pull them out. Lift them up. Reach them out. Pull them back in. Bring them down. Bring them up. Pull them out. Pull them in. Bring them down. And see if you can reverse that. Right? You might even do it in like a complete circle. Good. And then exhale, release that. From here, I think I had told you guys in a previous video, I have what's called a slant board. So if you have any neck pain, back pain, all the way down, specifically for me, it's helped occipital neuralgia. I have what's called a slant board. You can look it up online. I'm on my slant board, which allows my heels to stretch way down and my feet to point up. It stretches all my calf, all my back muscles all the way up. And on here, but I like to do this standing too, is I just start to, with my shoulders back, release. What we're going to do is release the left hand down. You're going to kind of just like we stretch the spine forward and back, we're going to do it to the side. And as you come to your edge and let that arm hang on the side, once you have nowhere to go, you bend both knees and you keep going and allow your body to go to your edge, and then you start to come up all the way back to standing. Go ahead, do it on that right side. So you kind of let the neck and fingers rule here. Go to your edge. You're not moving forward or back. You're just bending your knees once you get to that point. So both knees the same. Come to your edge. Roll all the way up. From here, we're doing the same thing with the back. You're going to kind of lean back. The hands can come out for support, balance, and then you bring yourself into your version of back bend, and then back up. We're going to do this again. Go ahead, release the hands. Left side, you're going to let the hand go out, the head curl. Once you feel that side stretch is enough, you bend the knees, bring it all the way down to your edge, lift it all the way back up. Exhale, that right side. Hand first, let the head come over, side stretch. Go ahead to your edge, bend the knees. Come all the way back up. Exhale, back to total neutral. And then inhaling, coming back, but keep breathing here. Your range of motion in your back. And then exhale, release. Go ahead. If it feels good right now, I'm not going to go all the way with you, but if it feels good, you're actually going to do the same thing forward. So you drop the chin forward. Go ahead, come all the way over. And if your back prevents you from going down any further, then you can stop. But if you can go all the way down into Uttanasana, go for it. And then start to roll all the way back up. Good, and that should feel pretty delicious. Go ahead and shake out that. Okay, so you are probably at the top of your mat still. Let's come back into that nice mountain pose, okay? You're going to root down, lift all the way up. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. You can swan dive down if you need to modify. You're just going to plant your hands and bring one foot back or one the other. If you're in a forward fold, lift and lengthen. Plant the hands, step back to downward facing dog. Walk it out. Walk it out. You can stay here for 5 breaths. All right, finding your nice stillness, finding the reach in your fingertips, finding the strength, coming all the way up to the upper back, through the sit bones. 3, then 2. Now go ahead, if it feels good to you, bring that, I think we started on the left side, so sorry, we're going to do that again. Left foot back, inhale, all the way through, step it all the way through to warrior. If you need to modify, you're going to come forward. So it's a warrior 1, but then we're actually going to step into crescent. So lift through that back heel. So now you're just balancing on the back ball of the foot, okay? So this is about a leg distance space. Go ahead here, you can stay here. Bring your right hip back a little, bring your left foot, hip forward. Good, from here you can choose to keep the hands there. You can bring them out to cactus or all the way up. Okay, last option, you can start to bring the hands behind the head and open the shoulders, squeeze them behind you. 3. Good. 2. If you can stand it, we're going to stay in this position. If you need to modify, you can drop the back heel, but I'll tell you what, in a twist, it's actually harder. So take a little break if you want to. Stay in that warrior crescent. And then exhale, turn toward the left. You're going to bring that left hand behind you, right hand to the front knee, and kind of pull the knee towards you. The inhale can open that left hand behind you. And if you want to bring both hands into the twist, then you can decide, okay? So which one do you need, or both? 3 more. Good, and 2. Inhale all the way up. Good, come all the way up. Awesome. Exhale right down through heart center. You're going to stand on that front leg and just push off to standing. Awesome. From here, bring that the hands on the hips. That right knee is forward. We're just going to lift it up. And exhale, bring it down. Lift it up. Exhale, tap it down. Lift it up. Exhale, tap. Lift it up. Exhale, tap. Go ahead, shake that out. Bring your feet together or hips distance, root down. Find that strong mountain, lift up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down into Uttanasana or modify here. Lift and lengthen wherever you are. Bring yourself into a downward facing dog. Good. And hold this for 5. So nice strong dog. And 3. And 2. Good. You're going to step that left foot down. Reach the right foot behind you. Inhale. Step it all the way through to warrior 1. Or drop the knees and step that right through. And then exhale back all the way down. So again, the modified is to bring the back heel down, but that's a different pose. That's kind of warrior 1, warrior 2. We're going to do crescent warrior. Ball of back foot is where your foundation is. Heel lifts, left hip forward, right hip back. I don't know if I said that correctly on the last side. Left hip forward, right hip back. I probably did not. Okay, so find that nice strong foundation here. You can keep the hands here. You can lift them up. You can lift them up all the way or bring them behind the head. Right, so nice long spine here. Find your normal warrior. 3. And 2. Good. From here, you're going to inhale, twist. Maybe you stay there. Okay, twist toward that front knee. I like starting with my right hand behind me and then my left hand forward. You can also do the opposite. Left hand to the front knee, right hand back. You can also do both. Okay, so see which your body needs today. Just 3 more. And 2. Inhale, bring it all the way back. Good, and from here, hands on hips, strong front leg, root back, lift all the way up. Exhale, release. Keep hands on hips, nice strong spine. We're going to inhale, let that left knee come up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, tap it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Release that, shake it out. Root down, lift all the way up, and as you exhale, flow all the way down, Uttanasana, or inhale, lift and lengthen, plant the hands, step back to down dog, or come down through modified. Gorgeous. Alrighty. So from here, we're going to inhale, glide forward, high plank. Okay, exhale, lower down. Come into your cobra, so roll the shoulders back, hands down nice and firm, squeeze the elbows in. Maybe it's low, maybe it's nice and high. Relax the shoulders back. 3 more breaths. And 2. Exhale, release all the way down. We're going into shoulder stretches now, so stay on your belly. I'm just going to move the camera again. Hi, Eugenie. Okay, so stay on your belly. You're going to, from here, reach out the right arm. Okay, so it's totally right out from the shoulder. And it's not way up, and it's not way down. It's straight up. Now, here's what we're going to do. We did this last week against the wall. We're going to reach out through the hand, come over, move the girls out of the way, ladies. So as you turn onto that right hip, the left foot can come down. You can also lift the left knee if you want. This left hand is down supporting me. My head is going to be down. Now, if your head is not feeling good and you want to bring something underneath it, like your block or a blanket, you can give it some support here. See if it can come down. Now, again, if you have tight shoulders, you're not going to go far at all. But some of you might lift the knee up. You might lift that left arm up. Some of you might lift the arm towards the other one. Beautiful. Keep breathing here. And 2 more. Okay, from here, we're not done yet. We're going to place that left hand down. We're going to turn towards the belly, but now we're going to bring that right hand forward. Okay, and we're going to turn onto it, so it should feel a little easier. But this time it's a balance front to back for our bodies. Okay, so you can stay here. You can bring both hands back. You can start to plant that right hand and maybe bring this left foot into a tree or into side Utthita Hasta Palangustasana. Okay, so really working on the balance of the body here. You can hold the shin. 3 and 2. Exhale all the way down. Whatever you need to do in the middle, maybe hands together, rocking the body back and forth, rocking the hips. You can place the forehead straight down. We're going to do the same thing on that other side. Just going to scooch out. There we go. So you're going to place the left hand straight out from the shoulder and start to turn. And remember, it's not up, it's not down. You're just going to start to turn. Some of you might only go a little tiny bit, okay? You're using this right hand. And some of you might stack the entire hip body on top. Some of you might go further. Bring this right foot up. The foot can go behind you, right foot behind you. And then if it feels good to release this hand up. Now this is my really tight shoulder, so I'm not going back as far. Beautiful. Opening that front shoulder. And 3 and 2. If you need to stay in this one longer because it's like tighter, you know, you need a more opening, you can stay. Okay. Now to come and do that second part, we are going to turn back to our belly. Inhale, stretch out the hand in front of you. You got to turn the belly to do that. Now we're kind of coming back to the same position, like we're just looking at the ocean, right, on the beach. Hands can come out like you're in banana crescent, or you can start to come into that tree, okay, tree pose, wherever it is for you. Maybe it's down there on your calf, or if you have, you know, lifting the knee, just playing with that. Trying to notice if the butt comes way out, you're going to feel unbalanced, or if the belly comes way forward, you're going to feel unbalanced. It's okay if you shake. Really anchor that left foot down and maybe come into Utthita Hasta. Good. Just finding, again, that shakiness, that belly, trying to keep you up, right? Balance you. And then exhale, release. Amazing. Go ahead, turn toward the belly. Okay? Go ahead. If you want to do one more entire flow, you can do an entire flow. You can do another cobra, or come back through your down dog, child's pose, or puppy pose. Just let the head rest. Come back into neutral. Good. And we'll end up coming on to our bums for a moment. Awesome. So from here, we're actually going to do something a little bit silly. Okay, so you've done reverse tabletops with me before. we're going to turn our hands though a little differently. So instead, a reverse tabletop, once you're upside down, your shoulders are right above your wrists and your knees are above your ankles, right? So if you want to do that just normally to find that that alignment, go for it. What we're going to do here though is turn our wrists out, turn our fingers out, and come back into that shape. So if you want to watch me for a second, you're going to lift up. Okay, we're going to do this a couple times, lift up. And then what we're going to do is take that left hand, right? So you're going to have load bearing on the joints on this right side. You're going to keep the hips lifted and see if you can just draw the shoulder, drape it over towards that hand. Come back to the middle, lift it up. Exhale, tap it down. Lift it up again. Load bearing on the left side. And then bring it all the way over. Okay? So go ahead, find that and come meet with me. Remember, it's so nice to do yoga and stretch everything out, but there's a definite function for us to have load bearing on our joints. The cells of the bones actually need both. And so if you just swim or just, you know, that's it, like adding walking and some of these movements to your practice is also super helpful. So go ahead, sit up, inhale, lift. You're going to tap down 3 times. Inhale, exhale, tap the butt down. Inhale, tap the butt down. As you inhale, lift it up. You're going to keep it up, load bearing on that right side. Turn your left shoulder over towards that hand. Inhale, come back. Lift it up, tap back down. Lift it up. Exhale, over to that other side. So you're finding this nice twist in the spine, rotation of the spine. Tap it down. Inhale, lift. Good. Left hand over to that side. Good. Center. Exhale, tap it down. Lift to the table. Over to that left hand. Good. We're going to come to the center. Do it one more time each side. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll over. Load bearing on that right hand. Inhale, center. Tap it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, load bearing on the left side. Right hand comes over. Find that spinal rotation. Lift it up. Exhale, release. So you guys done? Go ahead and roll it back down, or if you need to modify, let me just push this over. Go ahead, bring your hands down, forearms down, and roll it down. Good. Exhale, back where we started, coming into cactus. Knees just go side to side. Side to side, let the body cool down from that. And I want you to, from your cactus, the elbows are straight out from the shoulders. Do this thing where you start to bring your hands to the sky and then start to drop them down. And we're gonna come still with our knees. Actually, let's do that first. Sometimes I do it while I'm doing it, but I don't want to confuse you. So find stillness in your knees, bringing the knees together. And from here, you're gonna bring the fingertips up and let them come all the way down. Now what's going to happen is the shoulders are going to pop up, but notice how far you get before they do, okay? So inhale the fingers to the ceiling and then all the way back. Good. And then inhale, the second half is the exhale. All the way down. Okay, just noticing how your body reacts to that. 2 more. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it all the way down. Good. 5 breaths to do whatever it is that you need to do. If there's something else that feels good in your body, invitation to shake the hands to the ceiling. Flop the hands like a dead fish. Go ahead, bring the knees in. And then maybe shake those as well. Shake everything. Yeah. Good. Invitation for straddle. Grabbing the insides of the thighs or the outsides, it's fine. Awesome. And then exhale. Final move. Come into your happy baby. You can rock side to side. These are just invitations. If you're doing something else, please feel free. Good. You can come straight into a Shavasana, or if you're still in a Supta Baddha Konasana or any last pose, take a few breaths and let yourself settle from that. Go ahead and either in your Supta Baddha Konasana or Shavasana, let the breath wind down to a normal breath, to a just normal breathing, nothing forced, nothing like ujjayi or anything like that. Just let the breath be normal. And if you're not in Shavasana yet, winding your way there. Letting the hands come away from the body, just open to receive. Or if it's you who is new to receiving, maybe you place the hands on your belly or on your heart to give that love back to yourself today. We'll be here for a few moments. So allow yourself to get all that energy that you've created, let it wind down and start to heal your own body. Starting to deepen the breath and feel the different parts of the body. As we did in the beginning, feel yourself in space. Feel yourself connected with the mat, with your floor, with the earth. And as you start to move subtly, body parts back and forth, start to bring the knees toward the chest on an exhale and roll over to one side when you're ready. And as you roll up to seated, keep the head heavy. And bring your hands together in front of the heart. We'll end together to voice our expression today, okay? So important for you to do that, for you to find your voice, for you to find your own calling. So take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, release that. May all beings know peace. May you have blessings. May blessings be extended to you and all of your families. And may you have confidence and success in all of your ventures today and throughout quarantine and throughout life. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your time and energy. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your contribution. I will be adding more of these videos to YouTube. And I might give you another extra one throughout this weekend, since my schedule has shifted once again. So thank you for your patience and in my schedule, and we will be back here shortly. So have an awesome day, guys. So good to practice with you, and I will see you in the community. Bye-bye.